It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Tua locates Mooney on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. Davis now to return it. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Mike Williams, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1.
And it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. Inside the 20.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
On second down, Eckler. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an update anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on 1st down. That is caught. It's Williams. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Mike Williams.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession.
There he goes left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. It wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Shoves him aside. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They go with Jacobs. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down. 43.
Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Now Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, yo, hey, go.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here for Davis. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Attack!
On 1st down, Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43. Hey, color. Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Easy. Come back.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
15. Return. Yellow, yellow. Return.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Mahomes now on first down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got him.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And again, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can...
Touchdown! Travis Kelce from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it is 42-0.
Harrison Butker kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow. At 57. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 33 yards.
And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 49, Raiders nothing. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Charles, you look at that run, and in your garrulous and loquacious manner, how would you break down the Nick dynasty that occurred when that was bounced outside? It was almost Machiavellian, wasn't it?
The capricious dichotomy of their play calling is almost a non sequitur. And, Brandon, I have to say, my friend, The ubiquitous cacophony of your ostentatious, sycophantic ramblings have left me in a state of ennui.
Do you always have to one-up me? I thought I was bringing the thunder. I had to look those words up all morning, and then you do that. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 21G.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Attack, attack. Hey, 43. Watch out.
Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas. They just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, 21 T8.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Go ahead.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for lopsided.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
15.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd down and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one.